After reaching back out to the private investigator, they had told me to send all the information that I had on him, so I did. But then they told me that they would get back to me that next morning because it was after their work hours. I could barely sleep that night. I woke up around like 4 o'clock in the morning, and when I did, something told me to just check his Instagram. I looked at the story, and the first thing I had seen was him posting a screenshot from Apple Music of a song that he had did with someone, and he had tagged the person. The next post he made was just of himself sitting somewhere out and about at a restaurant. Then the next post was of a plate of food and a drink. Of course, I'm just clicking. And then I see the next post is of him driving. And I'm like, oh, so is this the supposed being struck that you was getting wrapped matte black that you had left your key fob and your wallet in? The next post he had made, he was just talking about how his birthday was that following Monday. Then the last post he made was of some pendant. This is what he posted, and I'm thinking to myself, if you're out here customizing pendants, then you should be able to pay me back. Matter of fact, that should be the money that you're using to pay me back before you try to get something customized. Once I seen all that, I was like, there is no way that I'm finna let up on his ass, because how is it that you a grown man out here portraying like you got so much money going by Mr. Million, but yet you trying to run off and dodge me for a debt that you done created because you think that I'm playing sick or lying about being sick? I patiently waited all morning for the PI to reach back to me, and when they finally texted me and told me to check my email, I could not believe what I had seen. They sent me this and this. My mother mouth dropped. I could not believe that this name that he was going by was not his real name. And I'm thinking to myself, so now he's just out here just going by his rap name or his stage name, telling people that that's his real name? Of course, once they sent me that, they followed up with the question, is this the person that you're looking for? Once I said yes, they started sending me some more stuff. And that's when I found out that he was not from LA like he said. He was from Columbus, Ohio. So now a couple things are clicking, and I'm like, okay, this is the supposed family that he was talking about that he had in Ohio, but he's really from Columbus, Ohio. By then, I'm thinking that I had got all the information that I had needed. It was a lot for me taking all that in, so I basically had just chilled out for the rest of the day. It was the weekend, so I knew I couldn't really do anything until the following week, so I just took the time to really just decompress. Once Monday came, that morning, I got straight up and went straight to the police station. Once I got there and told them about what was going on, they first told me about how I could get myself into a lot of trouble for what I had done for him, and then they were saying that basically it would just be best for me to take him to small claims court. If you know anything about small claims court, then you know that even if you do win the judgment against that person, that you still have to retrieve and get the money from them on your own. I was thinking about that the entire time as they were talking and recommending me to do that. Now I'm saying to them, I did not know that what I had did could possibly get me in trouble, and now I'm asking if they could escort me over to his place to get all this stuff back and my money back that I had asked for. They said that they could, but they also said that they could not force him to give me anything back and that I would basically have to just take it up in court. I left there feeling defeated again, but I said I'm going to give it a couple days and I'm going to hit him up again because I am not about to let up.
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like and comment, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Make sure your notification bell is on so you're notified every single time I post. As you can see, our soap opera is back, baby. She's taking a while to upload these videos, so that's the reason why it's taking me a little while to get them to you guys, because she's still telling the story as we speak, okay? But the fact that she still thought that she had his real name, knowing all that she knew at that point, is letting me know that this young lady, and now I found out her age, she's 27, she is still very young-minded and very green to the situation. And it's so unfortunate that she was put, actually, she wasn't put in it. She put herself in this because she could have stopped this a long time ago. But let's get into it. Let's continue with the parts. As you can see, straw purchasing. We talked about this on the channel before with Quanae Gross. She had went to jail for straw purchasing. She purchased a pew pew for her ex, and then he used it in a herder. You know what I mean? So make sure you are not buying any type of anything for anybody. Okay, especially not no pew pew, because he could have got it himself, and the reason he couldn't get it himself is because he is a felon. Okay.
Told me this. I let 2 days go by, and I'm like, go back and check the Facebook dating profile and see if you blocked on there. I went and checked, and I was not blocked on there, so I was like, let me screen record his profile. This was the profile. After I did that, I was like, let me write him. So I wrote him and I was like, I want my shit back. And I had clicked off of it. May have been for 5 to 10 minutes. And I clicked back on. I'm blocked. I downloaded another text-free app, texted him again, let him know who it was, let him know that I didn't want any problems and that I've been trying to reach out to him multiple times. And I told him, you need to give me my shit back. He didn't reply for a couple hours. And then when he did, he texted back and said, what time? I texted right back and I said, can I come now? He texted me right back and said that he was in Atlanta. I replied and I said, okay, so when we gonna meet then? And he didn't reply back for hours. Then he finally replied back at 4 o'clock in the afternoon talking about, we gonna meet tonight. I knew he was gonna try to pull some late shit again. So I said, what time? It'll have to be before 8 p.m. I can't come past then. And then I said to him, it didn't have to be this difficult. Just tell me a time when we can meet. He gonna reply back and say, after 8 p.m. is cool. Then he texted back again and said, oh, I'm not gonna be back by then. I said to him, I cannot come that late, but if you're going to be back tonight, then we can just meet first thing in the morning. And he replied back and he said that was cool. So after an hour goes by, something tells me to check his Instagram. I checked the story. Where was his location? Right in Cincinnati, Ohio. I could not help myself. I texted this man again. I said, I know you are not in Atlanta. Can you please stop playing games with me? And can I please come and get my shit? This man replied to me and said that he was in Atlanta. We went back and forth, and then the things that I said to him prompted him to tell me that I was playing police games with the wrong guy. I said to him, nothing is police about what I am saying, and if you would answer the phone so we wouldn't even have to text, then it wouldn't even have to be this difficult once again. He replied and said, if you're going to meet me in the morning, then just stop texting me. Thank you. So I stopped texting him. I texted that next morning, 10 o'clock in the morning. What time? He told me to come now. These were the rest of the messages. And notice how he asked me, who are you with? I told him I'm by myself. I'm thinking to myself, this man is asking me who am I with because he's either thinking that I'm really police or that he thinks I'm finna set him up. That was the furthest thing from what I was trying to do because by then I was just trying to get my shit back without no hassle. When I finally got there, I told him that I was outside in hopes that he would come out. But no, he responds to me and says, come to the 5th floor. I tried to tell him that I couldn't find a parking spot and that I was just sitting there in hopes again that he would come down, but no response. And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to go up there. I walk up to the front door and I ask him to buzz me in. Of course, he sees that message, though, and buzzes me right on in.
Now, cousins, the fact that she went there to meet him by herself makes no sense to me. I really don't understand that. I'm not understanding why she still believes in anything this man is saying. And him saying after 8, after she already said that she can't meet him until before, it has to be before 8. It's like he's playing games with you. Like, I don't understand why this girl is letting this man get one over on her. Like, baby, wake up, wake up. You don't got a daddy. You don't got brothers. You don't got anybody that can handle the situation for you. That somebody, I really wish I wish she was my friend, baby, because I would have had to put her up on game. There's no way. But then again, there's a lot of women like her that think like her, that are like her. And you guys need to really heal because healing and self-love is so important. The fact that she couldn't go upstairs any other time, but all of a sudden now he's buzzing her up and telling her come to the 5th floor, red flag. Like, it's carnival right now. I'm don't go upstairs. It's a setup. I would have thought that he was setting me up. He's thinking I'm setting him up. I would have thought you setting me up because why? Ooh. Let's continue.
Led me through the front door. By the time I got to the elevator, he had already given me access to make it up to the 5th floor. Mind y'all, he's giving me access to the building and the elevator through this app that he had downloaded on his phone that he had told me about. As I talked about in part 3. Once I made it up to the 5th floor, I had walked towards the lounge area and it had see-through glass. So once I looked through the glass and I didn't see anyone, I had texted him and I said that I'm here. As I'm looking down, just scrolling on my phone, I hear a door open. And when I look up, it's the door opening from the patio and it's him standing right there. I said, what's up? And he was literally just standing there with the door open. And then he said, man, can you just come out here? And so I did. When I walked through the door, I said, what's up? What are we doing? And he had just shut the door and started walking towards this hammock that they had in the middle of the patio. Once he made it to the hammock, he sits down, kicks both his feet up, crosses them, and then puts his hand together like this and is sitting there looking at me. I had not moved from the spot where I was standing at, so he says to me to come over here. Once I walked over there, I was just standing right there again, and there was chairs around, so he's telling me to sit down. I said, no, I am not sitting down. I came to get what you told me you was going to give, so give it to me so I can go. Now he's saying to me that I'm being hostile and that I need to chill out and calm down. I told him that I was over all this and I'm just ready to get it over with. The man had on a collared shirt and some regular pants on, talking about how he had to just leave from doing business just to come here to the apartment to deal with this. So then he says to me, the day you were supposed to get your money, you was playing sick. And I was saying to him, I have no reason to play sick. I really did go to the hospital. This man told me to prove it. He said, call the hospital right now and get your records and put them on speakerphone so I can hear. I'm saying that's weird as fuck. I don't got no reason to lie, so here, I'm finna call him. Lies have been said, lies are still gonna be said. So I'm showing every single receipt. So I went and I pulled my call records just to show the same date, June 28th, the day I went, and then the phone call to the hospital in the duration for 4 minutes. Here's the hospital that I went to just so cross-reference the phone numbers. So I call the hospital. I'm talking to the records lady, and I'm asking her, can you pull up my last visit, please? She pulls it up, and she says, yes, this is the day that you was here, da-da-da-da-da-da. As she's talking, saying that, I look over to him. I'm like, can you hear that? And he's trying to tell me that was the wrong day and that the day I was supposed to come was a different day. Then he's asking, what time did I leave from there? I had texted you and you didn't respond. So I said, ma'am, what time did I discharge? And she said the time, and I said, thank you. So now he's saying, nah, you lying, nah, you lying. And me and him's going back and forth as the lady sitting there on the phone. She's like, ma'am, you need anything else from me, ma'am? So then I finally was like, no, ma'am, you can hang up, thank you. Once I hung up, I'm sitting there telling him I don't got shit to lie about. The nurse had told me military time, so here I go, back on Google, and I Google the time. Once I had got the time, I pulled up my call log, I pulled up the text messages, I was showing him the timestamps to corroborate with what I was saying and to let him know I really did go to the hospital. Now he's saying to me, are you playing games? What are you on? I screamed at him. Why would I be here if I was playing games? You just made me drive all the way up this road to sit here and go back and forth talking with me. Give me my shit. Now lower your voice, lower your voice. He raised up out the hammock and he was like, man, come on, man. I followed behind him and I said, where are we going? And he said, just be cool. We about to go down to the apartment.
The fact that she really sat there and tried to prove to him that she wasn't lying is killing me right now, because why are you even doing that? You already know at this point this man is playing games. If he had your money the day that you were supposed to get it, quote unquote, baby, he would have just gave it to you. He could have just came downstairs, gave you all the things that you needed, and you would have been on your way. Sitting there arguing with him and trying to prove to him that you're not lying, he already knows that he still has you. Like, girl, what is going on? I hope this story has to be real, because she has a lot of receipts, but it's just no way that somebody can be this delusional. I am so sorry. I'm trying to give her grace. But y'all, this story is pissing me off. The more she tells it, the worse it gets. What? Ooh, let's go.
As we're getting in the elevator, I see he has a car key fob hooked to one of his belt loops. I wasn't really trying to look at him like that. I had just glanced and saw, so I couldn't really tell what type of car the key fob was for. I had the slightest thought, like, was this key for the mystery Benz truck? We make it down to the apartment. Once we get inside, he walks towards the couch, sits down and gets comfortable. I barely even walked in and I was just standing there like, what are we doing? This man said to me that I need to chill out and be cool and to sit down. When I sat down, now he's asking me why I asked him for the stuff back so quick. And he's saying again, why did I press him like he's not going to pay me back? Now he's asking, are you police? What do you want? Are you trying to set me up? So I said to him, how can I be on any of that when you have my information? Make that make sense. So this is when he pulled his phone out and proceeded to try to start recording me. As some of y'all might know, the video that he tried to post to me sitting on the couch in that apartment. Now I'm about to be really transparent. I was not even going to show this video because I look a mess, because I was stressed out. But I'm going to show it because receipts need to be shown. This is the video in question.
Did I steal your credit card? Did I steal your information? So I stole your information. How the fuck will you know? Have I ever been in possession of your stuff?
Only thing I know that my address is on the paper for the gun, and
I don't give a fuck about that. How's that stealing your address?
That's the only thing I'm so glad that he showed the timestamp and the date. He even tried to take a comment from a fake page that he made. He's the fake page king, but we're gonna get to that in the later parts. Took the comment from the fake page that he made and tried to make a video to it. I tried to green screen the video so I can show the entire video with the audio, but for some reason the audio is not working when I try to do it. Basically, the video was him trying to fake question me and just to have something that he could have under his belt. He had literally told me before he started recording that he was about to start recording. I said to him, I could pull my phone out and start recording you too. And that's when he actually pulled his out and started recording. For those that have seen the video, if you couldn't tell, my heart was beating out my fucking chest. I was terrified. And I was so stressed. Like, I was just going through so much. I had so much on my mind. And I was so over the entire situation. And on top of me being irritated, but I'm trying to stay calm as well. Little did he know, I was just trying to tell him whatever he wanted to hear so that I could get my shit back. One of the questions he asked was, had he ever been in possession of my stuff? And I told him, well, you had a paper with my address on it. And then he wants to cut the video off. But I continued to say, you have my card and you was standing behind me at Best Buy. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I said all of that as well, but that wasn't on camera. When he stopped recording, now he's telling me that he has that for if I try to go to the police and lie on him. I said again, why would I be going to the police? Can we please just get this over with? Can I get my shit back, please? I literally kept saying, please. I really wanted to spaz out in there, but I just tried my best to stay cool because, again, I wanted my shit back. I wish I could green screen the video so y'all could hear the background to the video. Those of you that do know and have heard, the background to the video, it was music playing and it was Bobby Valentino. Why was that? This sick ass motherfucker was trying to set a tone for what he was about to try to do to me next. Mind y'all, from the time I got there, he was playing music. He had a little Bluetooth speaker on him. As we went back and forth, now he's getting up off the couch and he's telling me that I need to show him that I'm not going to go to the police. Talk about I got to show him that he can trust me. I said, trust me? Nigga, what? I've already went out of my way helping you because you said you didn't have your wallet. And I don't have the police here with me right now. That should be enough trust. He gets up off the couch and as he's doing that, he's saying again, show me that I can trust you. I said, I don't know how I'm going to do that. I've already done that enough. He pulls his little weenus out and starts doing this in front of me. Then he's talking about it. I said, nigga, no. I should not have to do that. I am not doing that. That is wrong. I should not have to do that to get my money back. He talking about just do it real quick. Show me that I can trust you. As he's saying that, I'm like, no, I shouldn't have to do that. Stop. So now he's saying, well, if you don't want to do that, let's then. And I said, no. He slightly pulled my arm and pulled me off the couch and towards the kitchen counter. And I literally was crying and I begged and I said, stop. I am on my period. Please stop. He's like, you lying. Let's just do it real quick. And I said, no, I'm not lying and I'm not trying to do that with you. I said, here, give me a paper towel. I'll show you. He talk about nah, it's cool. You don't even got to do all that. I'm not no fist. As he's saying that, he's pulling his pants back up. Now he's telling me to go sit back down on the couch. As I'm going to sit back down on the couch, he gets on top of his kitchen counter and stands up and reaches over one of his cabinets and grabs something. He tosses on the couch one of the things that I was asking for back. And then he says to me, pull your phone up so I can send you this money. I'm ready to get this shit over with. His whole tone and his whole demeanor changed. Like he sounded like he was on some cool shit. And I literally took a deep breath and I was like, whew, okay, maybe he's not on nothing no more. He asked me if I had Zelle. I said that I did. Then he tells me to pull up my Zelle account. So I click on my Zelle app and I had totally forgot that it was now connected to my banking app that was connected to my debit card. So on my banking app, the tabs at the bottom, one of the tabs is basically a Zelle tab and that's the tab that you click on. But if you clicked on another tab, you could basically see the balance in my account. I tell him that I have it now pulled up. Then he says to me to pass him my phone. I said, no, I shouldn't have to do that. And now he's saying that he's about to wire transfer the money to me like phone to phone. I have never done that before, so I didn't know anything about it. Mind y'all, I do not know nothing about sending money to and from back and forth to people. That is not something that I do. I was sitting there looking and listening and he's like, do you want this money back or not? I'm about to give it to you. I said, yeah, I want my shit back. So he's like, give me your phone then. I'll say again, his whole tone had changed. So I thought he was trying to be cool and really give me my money back. So I gave him my phone.
Oh my God! Wow!
As he had the phone, I'm sitting there, I'm like, he's telling me, you don't got to do all that. This is about to be quick. I'm paying you back. You see, I'm trying to pay you back. So I was like, okay. And I eased off for like 2 seconds. Now he's telling me that it's not working. I'm like, what do you mean it's not working? And then I'm like, well, my bank is an old bank. It's not like a Chase or a Bank of America or nothing like that. So maybe I might not be able to receive a large sum of money. Again, I do not know about sending the money back and forth to and from. None of that. I don't do that. So he's telling me how he's done tried to send me the money. And again, it's not working.
He is too trusting. And the fact that she really gave him her phone, you really thought this man was going to send you the money? If it was that simple and he wanted to get it over with, he would have given you the money at the car. You didn't need to go upstairs to his apartment. He wanted to get you upstairs so he could try to see if he could get some more things out of you. Your body, more money. Why would you give him your phone? Oh my goodness. This story is, ooh, let's go, cousins. Unpack your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling about this story so far. Honestly, when he put out his little wiener, it could have been a different situation. And I'm glad he didn't go forward with it because that would be devastating. But baby girl, you did not have to go through all of this. I'm sorry. You really did not. You could have stopped this a long time ago. And at this point, if I was in this situation, which they say never, but baby, this will never happen with me. It's just the red flags was flagging. I'm not going to continue to stay. But if I was, I can understand why she's trying to keep him calm and why she's trying to do her best not to start anything, being that she's in the house with him. And all of a sudden now she can be in the apartment. Like, it's just so many red flags. Let me know how I can't even. Because why are you so trusting with a stranger? After everything this man has done, you still believe him. First of all, for Zell, he needs his phone, not yours. What does he need your phone for? Even if you don't know how money wire or whatever transfer works, baby, he needs his phone to Zell you money from his account. Why would you get... Oh, let's go. Cousins, unpack your thoughts in the comments. Do you think at this point that she should just let it go? Forget the money, forget everything? Because now it's starting to be very dangerous for her. Do you think she should continue with the police investigation? Should she take him to court? What do you think she should do in this situation? Unpack your thoughts in the comments. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Bye.
I was going to wait until the later parts, but I'm going to show y'all what he was actually doing when he had my phone. This is what Mr. Million was doing when he had my phone. No, I did not know this is what he was doing at the time. I found this out after the fact. He tried to send himself $1,000. As you can see, the little California bank account down there didn't go through because I'm not able to send a large amount like that with the bank that I have. So now he's asking me, would I be okay with going to go open up a bank account somewhere close? And then he's like, oh, you can go open it up at Truist. It was literally right down the street. He's like, you want to go open up a bank account so I can send you this money because your bank's not trying to let me send it to you. At that point, yes, I was desperate. I wanted my money back. Yes. So I was like, okay, that's cool. I'll go make the account. That's fine.
Cousins. Who the fuck?
When he handed me my phone back, it was on our messages. And I looked, and in the message bubble to send, it was $400 on the Apple Pay. But it hadn't sent. It was just sitting there. And I'm like, that's odd. That's strange. In my head, I was like, was this the money that he's trying to send me? As we're walking out of the apartment, he's telling me, look at you. Your whole demeanor's done changed. Your facial expressions, everything. And I'm telling him, yeah, because now you're finally not playing any games and you're giving me my shit back. So I feel better. Now he trying to be on some cool shit, talking about some, man, I was going to pay you back this whole time. You was just pressing me. As we're going back and forth, we're walking out of the apartment and the elevator was right there outside his apartment door. When that elevator door opened, my heart dropped. The nice man that had helped me and let me in the building that I talked about back in part 7, he was standing in the elevator. I was like, no. When we stepped into the elevator, I was in my head like, please, 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 please do not say one word to me. Do not ask me, did I find who I was looking for? Nothing. I'm thinking I'm finna get my money back. So I was praying that man did not say nothing to me to upset Mr. Million in that elevator. I'm looking down. I'm on my phone. I'm not trying to make no eye contact. So now Mr. Million starts talking to me saying, oh, you need to call your bank and see what the limit is to see how much money I can send you. Trying to sound all business-like. As we're getting off the elevator, we're walking outside. He's asking me, where am I parked at? I'm like, oh, you not driving? He like, nah, I don't feel like it. Can you drive? At that point, I was just like, whatever. I was ready to get my money back, so I'm like, I'll drive. So as we're walking to the car, I'm calling my bank, and I get a hold. I'm talking to someone, and I asked what my limit was. They said that I would be able to receive any amount of money, but I cannot send out a large sum of money. I told him what they said, and he says to me, like, we're already on the way, so let's just go make this account. He says that it's better for me to go on and make the account anyway at a newer bank, but since my bank was old.